Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the chart. You tuned into the Crypto Flight Edition. Fellow passenger here, stopping in with some Litecoin LTCUSD pairing. We'll take a brief look at the LTC and BTC pairing. And if you're just stopping in, welcome. We'd like to go over this with you. If you find any value information, consider hitting the subscribe button if we actually get this right. But I think I found a range that Litecoin is currently within. So, of course, have an open mind with me here. Loyal subscribers, welcome back, guys. The YouTube algorithm is promoting the channel due to your engagement. Thank you for your appropriate thumbs and comments before you leave. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts to see what we have for Litecoin and USD pairing. We'll start there, shall we? All right. So today's February the 28th, 2021, and the current price of Litecoin is going to be $166 and a penny. It's up approximately 0.1% for the day. Okay. So here's the range that I found. These are the weekly candles, and here it is. That's it. Really simple. It's a boring chart, but the reason that I've pointed out this range is because of the previous level of resistance, which can be identified here at about $171 approximately. I think over the next week, I think Litecoin is probably going to really show some strength. Like, it really needs to show some strength and make a bullish counter move in order to erase this bearish engulfing candle that you see here on the chart. These are again the weekly candles, and if it cannot get back above $171, then I'm going to have to speculatively say that it's likely going to be subjected to a very interesting range, whether it's large or not. Of course, you know, that's for one to decide that. So 171. Excuse me, all the way down to 120, let's call it $127. So from the current level, we'll do a really quick measurement as far as how far down that would be. Not saying this is actually going to happen, guys. I get this stuff wrong, but this is the range that I could found, 22% to the downside, okay? And I think there is some overhead targets. Now, what I will say is, if Litecoin can actually find a lower high, I'm not really sure where that is going to be, if it isn't, you know, where it is right now, right? Because most of my loyal subscribers know what I look for, higher highs and higher lows. And right now, Litecoin is up against a higher high, which is really good. That's bullish. Now, as long as it can find a higher low, let's just say worst case scenario, it actually goes down to $125. If it could just kind of hold that level and maybe, I don't know, get really nasty and shake some investors out, it's likely going to revisit $250. Just a process in terms of, you know, correcting, I guess, finding a financial support. It's likely going to be some time if this weekly candle doesn't make a very aggressive bullish counter move. Again, this is under the assumption that within the next week, let's say leading into March the 8th, 2021, I'd like to see the price get all the way back up to this level here at $228. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. What I'm saying is, remember, guys, I specialize in the story. I can look at the candlesticks and understand what needs to take place next in order for the next move to happen in the markets, whether it's going to be to the upside or the downside. And then what I'm looking at right now, Litecoin needs to make a bullish counter move next week in order to undo this bearish engulfing candle. This is a very bearish candle. It's a weekly candle, so it's not something that you said you brush off and say, yeah, he's probably not right about this. It's going to go to the upside, rip to the upside. Well, yeah, maybe I hope it does, but again, the story right now is the buyers need to really step in because the sellers have obviously stepped into the market. So that's as far as what I can see. I'd say give it, I know I just said a week, but let's just say that Litecoin cannot get above $171. Then I'd say it needs some time to consolidate. In the way that I understand as far as how much time it would need to consolidate, what I do is I just measure how many weekly candles that you see like in this range here. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the breakout candle here. So let's just say it could take just as much time to figure out what's going to happen next, okay? So we'll do that same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So April the 5th. I'd say between now and April the 5th, Litecoin will probably experience a little bit more downward pressure, just trying to find some financial support. And from that point, we'll just have to revisit the chart. So just kind of give me a reminder, say, hey, can you take a look at Litecoin? And then, of course, but I mean, if it's still within this range, then it's likely you don't really need an update. It's consolidating to make its next move, which will likely be to the upside as long as $125 can hold the support. That's fine. Pull up your charts, guys. The weekly candles is what I look for to make sure that you see how this candle's body, That's the only thing I look for. You see this weekly candle's body has closed below $171. That's an indication to me that it's re-entering this range down here just below the price, okay? Again, not guaranteed, guys. I get this stuff wrong a lot, but that's as far as what I can see with Litecoin and the USD pairing. It's going to be trapped within that $127 up to $171. Let's take a quick peek at the Litecoin and BTC pairing. Wow, look at this. Wow, this is very interesting to see. If you've invested in this BTC and Litecoin pairing, hopefully you didn't have a lot of BTC invested in this. And this isn't like a scare tactic or anything, because I could be wrong about this, and the Litecoin and BTC pairing could be gearing up to explode. But as far as what I'm looking at, these are the monthly candles. This looks very interesting, to say the least. Well, the first level, let me just give you the practical levels in terms of where it needs to get above and stay above in order to have a bullish counter move here. So the level that I located, remember, these are sats. If you're not familiar with what sats are, they're just satoshis. It's kind of like pennies in a dollar. Bitcoin is a dollar. This level here is going to be 4536, so 4,536. It really needs to get back above this level in order to have some true fireworks in this market. Where there's blood, sometimes there's opportunities. This isn't a video suggesting you should go out and buy any of this, Litecoin, the USD pairing, or the Litecoin and BTC pairing. But it appears that there's a lot of blood in this market. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, it's just been going down ever since. Let's see over here. Let's see. This is like February the 1st, 2018 at, let's see, 20,000 satoshis. Okay, so it's like a penny. Just call it a penny. All right, so this is very interesting. I am not invested in Litecoin, the USD pairing, or the BTC pairing, but yeah, this looks really, really interesting. I'm not gonna say bad. It really does look like it's interesting. I'll just leave it at that. So that's all I have for you wonderful folks. You have the level that it needs to get back above on the BTC, Litecoin and BTC pairing. You have the range for Litecoin and USD pairing. So yeah, at this point, it's a waiting game. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the charts, guys. So hopefully you guys are using risk management out there and you're executing your strategies. And I think we're going to wrap it up. This is going to wrap it up for this segment here. Also, before you go, guys, if you're new, we also cover the traditional markets. I'm not sure if you're into stocks, but we cover that throughout the week. We'd love for you to subscribe with us and join us on this interesting journey. And we'll send you that information when it's available. So take care of yourselves, protect your portfolios, execute your strategies out there. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.